Hello my friends, it is King Sabo, coming at you with another quality upload, and today my friends I'm going to be telling you the story about how I got busted doing graffiti. Let's see what we can do. Before we start, I must apologize for this annoying voice. I cannot find any website or software to shift the pitch of my voice, so this will have to do. Anyway, let's get to it. So one fateful night in 2012, I decided to go out painting with one of my mates who goes by Snap. We were sketching a crew piece and we decided to go and paint it on a wall that backed onto a highway. In Russia, nobody really gives a fuck about graffiti, so we thought it would be fine if a couple cars saw us. So on the way there we had to catch a couple of rides on some random signs and whatnot, and after about a 25-minute walk at 12 a.m., we got to the spot. It was not as quiet as we were hoping. There was many cars driving by and Snap told me that it wasn't a good idea to paint here. I called him a pussy and told him to give me his bag with all the paint in it. He threw me his bag and I started sketching out our piece. Snap sighed and decided to finally help. We then started filling our piece and all of a sudden we saw two figures standing about 20 meters to the right of us. Snap told me that we should run off, but I told him that it was probably just a drug addict looking to huff some of our paint, but Snap had already left. I grunted and continued to get busy with our piece. The figures started walking closer and closer to me as I kept painting, and before I knew it I could hear them breathing almost right behind me. They told me to stop painting, so I turned around and saw that it was the cops. I dropped my paint and I fucking ran the fastest that I had ever ran before. I could hear them yelling at me to stop, but I kept running. After about 2 minutes of running I decided to hide under a bush at a nearby park. I waited for about 5 minutes before I was found by one of the pigs. He told me not to try and run because I was done for. He put me in handcuffs and took me to the police station where I was questioned. They asked me many questions but I refused to answer any of them. And after 20 minutes of trying, the detective gave up and I spent the night at jail. The morning after I was given a court date and I was free to go home. Until then, I was sentenced to 200 hours of community service. I was foolish to ignore Snap. He laughed at me when I told him what happened. Anyway, my friends, that's about it. Have a nice day.